I used to feel down, but I hit the ground running. It makes me feel alive. I was searching for the answers until I changed the question.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to CHIKARA's Podcast-A-Go-Go, your weekly dose of CHIKARA's brand of professional wrestling. My name is Gavin Loudspeaker. This week, we are going to take a look at Assyrian Portal member Ophidian, who has been floundering recently by his own admission in singles competition. He has requested tag team competition with Huracan via our director of fun, Wink Vavasor. However, he has been denied that request until the return of the Funky Pharaoh Amasis. Now, we'll find out Amasis' status at high noon, November 13th on iPay-Per-View. But right now, let's take a look at Ophidian versus Sara Del Rey in 12 Large Summit competition.
Ring the bell!
Ladies and gentlemen, Gavin Loudspeaker here at the commentation station, New York City, Manhattan, Highline Ballroom. CHIKARA has made it, ladies and gentlemen, not since the Muppets have so many crazy characters invaded this island. Right now, in the middle of the ring, we've got the latest in our 12 Large Summit Championship Tournament. We've got Ophidian taking on Sara Del Rey. Sara had a great night last night. She had an incredible match, taking on Aries of the BDK and winning, making Aries tap out in impressive fashion. Ophidian also had a highly competitive contest against Chuck Taylor, but tonight it's Ophidian and Sara Del Rey, the Queen of Wrestling and the Serpent from the Nile. Right now, Ophidian in control with Sara on the mat. Ophidian looking right now to lock in those arms, trying to turn into a pinning combination, gets two out of it. Ophidian so slippery, much like the Serpent he is named after. He's able to slide his way both in and out of incredibly punishing holds. But right now, Sara Del Rey definitely has the size and strength advantage in this particular contest. Ophidian now with the ankle, trying to force his way, maybe force some pressure onto Sara's leg, trying to make his way out of this hold. Oh, but Sara tying him up, nice! Sara Del Rey is an accomplished mat wrestler. In her own right, she has learned from indeed the best in the world.
Hey Gavin, Leonard of CHIKARA here. It's a long way to get up here, isn't it?
It is. It's a bit of a hike. I had to take the F train and I had to transfer, so it took me a while.
If I walk, the show will be over. Ophidian's got a tough one here, as you were just mentioning there, Gavin. He's got 0 points so far in Block A for contention in the 12 Large Summit. Sara Del Rey has 4 points. She comes into this contest 2 victories and 1 loss. A victory here will tie her with the current Block A leader and Mike Quackenbush, who was victorious last night against Icarus.
Sara Del Rey, definitely a lot of momentum behind her. She's got some wins under her belt here, and also you can hear the CHIKARA reacting to those punishing kicks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at some more 12 Large Summit action. This features 2 competitors that we will see on November 13th at our iPay-Per-View high noon. Of course, we'll see the very unpopular Icarus taking on Greg Iron in some unfinished business, and the master of 1,000 holds, Mike Quackenbush, who will be in the main event on November 13th taking on Eddie Kingston. Let's take a look right now at 12 Large Summit competition.
Icarus focusing on the neck.
Icarus very focused. You can't turn your back on this guy.
Now from the top rope, could be going for that drop kick as we saw before. A second time, Quackenbush was ready for it. You're not going to catch him twice with the same move in the same match.
Locks him up. Step it over. He's got it locked in.
Sharpshooter, Scorpion, Deathlock, call it what you will, call it effective. Icarus desperately trying to break the hold and gets to the bottom rope. And you see Quackenbush immediately break the hold.
He got to those ropes pretty quickly, but still a little damage had to be done there to the lower back of Icarus.
And you see Icarus now wrapping himself up in the ropes, trying to keep Quackenbush away from him. He's been picking up those dulcet tones of Chuck Taylor with those screams there. And you see immediately as the opening presented itself, Icarus with a double thrust right to the throat of Quackenbush, and now going back to work on that neck as he's just wrenching back here. Almost a modified camel clutch, but Quackenbush trying to hold on to the leg so that Icarus cannot sit all the way back with that.
Remember the opportunist. Look at Icarus right now with the tape. The wrist tape around the throat of Lightning Mike Quackenbush. Bryce Remsburg distracted out on the floor here. Wait a minute.
Icarus a third time now taking the tape off his wrist. Oh, third time, not the charm for Icarus that time.
Quack catches Icarus one more time. Twisting him around like a reverse sharpshooter.
Quackenbush's strategy very clear here, and now Icarus crawling through the corner. Bryce, get out of the way. And again, you see Quackenbush, the consummate professional, breaks the hold of Icarus. We mentioned before the polar opposites here. He sees the opportunity and he pulls Quackenbush
up tights.
That's right, face first in that bottom turnbuckle, now going for that pedigree. And Quackenbush immediately puts on the brakes, widens his base, stomps down, breaks it. Maybe a backslide, no.
Quack had it scouted.
This time backslide.
Nice backslide, what a reversal by Mike Quackenbush there, turning it into a pinning combination.
Oh, went for the BTS.
Went for it, but Icarus managing to get away.
Oh, right to the CHIKARA special.
He's in it. It is locked in LFC.
And Icarus taps out
by Quackenbush. Ladies and gentlemen, CHIKARA fans, we have a lot of big stuff in store for you in November. Those of you who are fans of CHIKARA's music, we will have tons of new music available at the iTunes store coming up in the next week, and a brand new mobile phone app courtesy of our friends at Ziva. And then don't forget November 12th, the 8th annual Cibernetico in Easton, Pennsylvania, and then that takes us to November 13th, Philadelphia. Pay-per-view, high noon. Be a part of CHIKARA history as we come into Philadelphia for our very first pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, until next week, my name is Gavin Loudspeaker. See you then.